All right, everybody. Hello, welcome to the second episode of Meals. I am Sofia Smiley, the owner and the lead chef at Meal Me, and this is actually my husband, Joe Smiley.
Put a ring on it.
Yep, we did. But anyway, this is Joe Smiley. He's my husband. He is the first guest that I am having on my Meals podcast, which I'm super excited about. This is our second episode. And in the first episode, I kind of went over a little bit of background on me and who I am, a little bit about my meal prep business. But essentially in this episode and in episodes to follow, I'm going to be having guests on. He's looking at our dog. It's okay, Phoenix. We're going to be having guests on the show. We're going to be doing a lot of taste testing with our Meal Me meals, and we're actually going to be doing a lot more in this episode than I'm probably going to do with others I guess we're kind of testing it out too, to just see how it works. We're going to be diving into also the life of our guest, what their goals are physically and health-wise, if there's any goals, and kind of just diet of that person, and kind of just figuring out and talking about maybe other solutions, things that you might be struggling with, your workout routine. We kind of want to know all about it. And then we can kind of see if you've ever tried Meal Me meals, or if you are looking to, work with a meal prep company, if you already work with one, even though I know that you don't or that you wouldn't. But yeah, so we're going to dive in a little bit. Joe, why don't you give us a really quick 1-minute background of who you are, what you do, and what your goals are in the fitness industry these days. Right. It's okay if it's a minute and 30 seconds.
I'm Joe. I don't know. I'm a fireman. I'm a firefighter paramedic. Mm-hmm. That's my full-time job. Mm-hmm. In terms of fitness, I work out, try to 5 days a week, 6 days. Nothing crazy. I do like a bodybuilding type approach right now. At least I've done all sorts of things, but right now I do more of bodybuilding work. So eating as much as possible. I actually just started bulking again, as you've seen me start my shakes and whatnot. But that's what I do.
Yeah.
I work out. I work. And I hang out with Phoenix and you.
That won't be everybody's answer, but yes. I have a little bit of follow-up questions, but I want to actually dive into a meal here. Should we do a little snack? Sure. A little taste?
Yes,
Which
please.
One?
Muffin. Yeah.
Okay, so these are actually two of my snacks, banana muffins and peanut butter protein balls. You said muffin?
Yeah.
And Joe wants to try the muffins first. So I'm hoping that we're going to have some pictures popping up here or something like that for you guys to see. But for now, I'm just going to do a quick little zoom in on our banana muffins. They come in 2 per order. And I actually really like to... Do you want to split one?
No, on
okay.
my own. Thanks.
I like to heat them up and put like peanut butter or like... Yeah, go ahead. Or syrup on them or something like that in the mornings. It's so good if you dip it in syrup. I should have got us napkins and a plate. Everything else is going to be plated, I promise. What are you getting from that? What do you feel like?
Delicious.
I really like these muffins, actually. I feel like I used to use them a lot when I would go to the gym. I would always bring one in the car and eat it on the way to the gym. Because it was just such an easy, thing to throw in my mouth in the morning. I'm not really huge on eating breakfast in the morning, but these were really good, I feel like, an easy carb source.
I also did that.
Yeah?
When I used to drive to Bloomingdale, when I still lived at home.
Yeah. I'm not going to eat my whole one right now.
I am.
Because we have more to come. And I think next up, what should we do? Should we do shrimp tacos, buffalo wrap, sauce, biscuits and gravy, or salmon? Which one first? Because we're doing all of them.
Shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos? Okay. Joe picked our garlic crema shrimp tacos. I'm gonna get these plated for you guys. All right, our shrimp tacos are all warmed up, and initial smells, what are we thinking? Are you being serious?
Yeah.
I think they smell...
I think I did that while you were doing it.
Yeah, he did. He really did. But these smell and look amazing. They're colorful. You can tell that it's extremely fresh. And actually, these are 2 days old right now. So they are still looking and smelling absolutely phenomenal. Let's dig in. Let's take the first bite. I'm going to do a little bit of lime on mine. Oh my God, I'm kind of scared they're gonna be really hot. You might need to come in a little bit more.
Oh boy.
Ready? Wow.
Shrimp is perfect.
Sometimes I really do amaze myself. This meal is made with flour tortillas. I get small shrimp for my tacos. Purple cabbage, we shred it up. We start it at the bottom of the taco. Then we put the shrimp in. Then we layer it with diced red onions. We top it with cilantro, radishes. We top it with cotija cheese and a side of lime. And then we also have a side of my garlic crema sauce, which is absolutely out of this world amazing. And there's 2 tacos per order. I think 2 of these I could kill easily, but I would be super full. But the other really cool thing about this meal and all my meals on my menu is that there's an option to add extra protein or extra carbs or anything like that to a meal. So if someone wanted to order this meal, but they wanted more shrimp, more protein, you can most definitely add that. So Joe, as a bodybuilder, or training like a bodybuilder, I mean, is this something that you would eat for lunch? What does your typical lunch look like?
Yeah, I would love this for lunch. My problem, yeah, you have a little bit of tortillas. I would probably be more like 4 tacos and a little bit of rice, probably.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's just kind of
where you're at. Yeah.
It's just the nature of the beast. I have to eat. I've found around 4,000 calories where I'm noticing results at a pace that I like. So,
do you think that if Meal Me had things in, I know I have some buy in bulk options like ground beef, ground turkey, shrimp, chicken. Do you think that if I had, buy in bulk like white rice or brown rice, you would get this meal and you can buy a side of, a 1 pound already cooked rice? Would you be able to pair that, on your own? Is that something you would do, or does that seem like too much work? Or
yeah, no, that would actually be a really good idea.
Yeah, I think I just gave myself an idea.
Helping you pack the other day, pack orders, putting people's meals into their bags, whatever. I noticed one of the orders had a pound of turkey, a pound of beef, a pound of chicken.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy's pretty smart.
Yeah.
This is what I would do.
Yeah.
Order the meals, order sets of pounds of protein.
Yeah.
Instead of paying the extra,
Well, that's my business that you're
charge.
telling people not to. Oh, are you saying?
I'm just saying.
You're saying get the shrimp tacos,
Yeah,
3 shrimp
you
tacos.
Still buy the meal, but you can beef it up with extra protein, and just buy the pound to last you throughout the week to beef up your meal.
I don't know what the price difference would, if it would actually benefit, but I know you'd be getting more
Probably
bang
would.
for your buck if you did that. Yeah.
Where instead of ordering 2 meals for me, 2 meals to get 4 tacos, I'm ordering 1 meal, and then I'm just going to eat a bunch more shrimp and eat some rice to go with it.
Because you got my side of rice too then.
So I ordered a pound of shrimp or a pound of,
and rice.
whatever meat I'm going to add and eat on the side.
Yeah.
I just use that side, and those, so I'm paying for what, a pound of rice and a pound of, let's say, ground beef. That stuff's gonna last me the whole week.
Yeah.
Or, because I'm just eating a little bit of it each time to beef up a meal.
Yeah, that's like a really good way to look at it. And it's so funny because, you know, as the owner and the person that sees and works with all the orders and does the customer service, like I get to see what people order, which is awesome, like to just see how other people plan their week out. But it is super interesting that, you know, some people do just want to stick to the bulkier items and just get our pre-cooked by the pound, you know, proteins and stuff. And now that I think about it, I think it would be a really great thing to put like rice on there and maybe some vegetables, like, you know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, you'd get a nice bang for your buck if you just did bulk items.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Look at the amount of live your basic meals get. Your basic chicken meal, your basic ground beef meal. I mean, those aren't like what you're going to a person with a culinary arts degree to eat.
Yeah.
But
But
they're
it's
just
that
so
option.
simple, and they're you can do whatever you want to them. They're the basic meal. You can do with them what you need.
Yeah, that brings me to another point. On my menu, I have breakfast items, I have lunch and dinner items, I have snack items, and I have the bulk items that Joe and I were just talking about. And then I also have a something light category with a couple items under there. And basically it gives you an array of different types of meals that you can eat at different times of the day. I have some of my snacks here that the banana muffins that we had, that was a snack. And then I can kind of point out, like the shrimp tacos, I believe those were on my something light menu, which is something that like people like maybe for lunch during the day, they're bringing it to work. They don't want something super heavy, but it is crazy because there are so many different types of people who have so many different needs.
And I was going to say, that's just it, is, you know, there's different types of people. Most people would be fine with two shrimp tacos.
I know I am, and then my people that aren't, you know, I have a lot of guys that order from me that always get extra protein in like all of their meals. So that's a way that, you know, they make it work for them, and I've heard nothing but like satisfying results. So I think that is super awesome. But now that we talk about, you know, having carbs and bigger options, I think that's actually a really cool thing. I want to get another meal going here. So this is our buffalo chicken wrap. Let's do that. I always have some type of wrap on my something light menu because who doesn't like a wrap for lunch, you know? So this is my buffalo chicken wrap. Maybe we can get some pictures flying in. In here is shredded chicken breast, which is seasoned with pink salt and our other house seasoning blends. I have buffalo sauce in here. I've got blue cheese. I've got spinach. And I've got, I thought there were tomatoes in there, and there's shredded carrots. So me and Joe are gonna dig in here, and like personally, I like something like this for lunch.
Yep.
Like this is nice for lunch. Are you comfortable there?
Insider secret, this thing ain't even working.
We tried.
Just looks cool, I think.
We tried. This is really good. What do you think?
And this is my favorite because you can eat it cold.
Yep.
Because I'm not a big microwave guy. I just don't like what microwaves do to food. So like the meals I can eat cold, they're the best.
What do you mean you don't like what microwaves do to food? I'm so interested in that
Microwaves
statement.
ruin like a crispy, your Parmesan crusted chicken.
Yeah.
Crispy.
I got something in my teeth, sorry.
It's crispy, but you microwave it. I'm sure it would maybe have a little crunch.
But that takes me back to my statement I said earlier, is that you can reheat these meals however you want. If you have an air fryer, you can toss that chicken in your air fryer. If you want to set your oven and wait an extra 5-10 minutes, you can crank your oven to 400 and that thing will be reheated in 2 minutes. I was almost about to swear. We could swear. Maybe not.
Say whatever you want.
So that's where I'm at with things. I personally don't love reheating food or reheating things in the microwave because I just think it turns out better in the oven.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to start reheating your meals in the oven, I'm all in for that. You just can't put your container in the oven. That's the only difference.
Yeah, that would not go.
So you'd have
that
to
would
like,
not go well.
yeah. So you'd have. So I know the convenience for a lot of people is when they're busy. You know, they like it because they can grab it, throw it in the oven, eat, and get back to what they were doing. You know, if you have the time, you can most definitely transfer it to a pan or some oven-safe dish and reheat it that way, which is super cool too.
Well, and a lot of the convenience comes that, you know, you can take these meals where you don't necessarily have an oven or an air fryer.
Exactly. Meal Me has done really cool stuff with United Airlines, promoting a lot to, you know, pilots and the crew. I was almost going to say the cast and the crew.
No, that's a different.
That's a different type of crew. That's a different thing, though.
It's a different thing.
But yeah, so it just goes to show you how convenient these meals can be, and whatever, honestly, workforce that you're in, there's definitely a lot of benefit. I deliver meals to a handful of bigger corporations and businesses who buy for their employees. Which I think is super awesome. I love businesses that are like trying to promote their employees' like health and wellness. I feel like that gets overlooked at a lot of larger companies, which I think that needs to change. But Meal Me is a really great option for anybody looking to do that for their business. We work with a handful of small and local gyms. The members there get discount codes, so that's something really cool for a gym to be able to offer to their members. I mean, that would rope me in.
Just a little caveat, kind of going with what you said. I think it especially would be convenient to like nurses and doctors.
Oh, that's huge.
I know you already do meals for a couple doctors that put together some decent orders.
Yeah.
And that just reminds me how...
I mean, being a paramedic and a firefighter.
Yeah, and I see it. We know that nurses are busy. We know that doctors are busy.
Right.
They don't have time to either go make food in their break room.
Yeah.
I don't know what their break room looks like. I don't know if they have the kitchen. I know they have a break room.
Yeah.
We know that they don't have time, though, to be whipping up gourmet stuff or wait for their ordered food to get there. They don't have time for that. They have to usually
bring something
go take their
easy.
lunch break real quick at 15 minutes right now because they have a moment, and then go back to work.
And we don't know what that cafeteria food's like.
Be perfect. So I just want to throw that out.
No, I think that's like awesome for you to say. I mean, you're in the hospitals a lot, so if anyone could say you think it would be beneficial, obviously, actually, that'd be kind of cool to get a nurse on here or a doctor, or someone that works at the hospitals or doctors' offices, just to get a little insight on like what a day in the life is for a medical professional who tries to eat all like 3 meals a day, including snacks. You know what I mean? I think a huge thing is that people don't make time for food anymore. And I think it's
people don't
a scary thing.
Make time for food, and life doesn't allow time for food.
Right.
I mean, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Unfortunately,
people are busy. That's what I was getting at. And there's so many.
You have a lot of people that, they wake up and they just don't eat until 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. I used to do it all the time.
Sometimes I still do. It's bad.
Still sometimes do it.
This helps though a lot.
If there's a funky morning at work and I had planned to make a shake at 9 a.m. and I just didn't get to it because something happened.
Yeah.
Easily, I'm going till 2 p.m. without eating.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think about it, I'm busy.
Yeah. So like these meals, to know like if you had at least 5 stacked meals that you really liked, or one of the same meal, which I think we're going to get into next. I know you'd eat that. Do you think that would be like something that would help you, like that helps you eating more throughout the day and earlier, starting your day off right with like a balanced meal? Or
yeah, and I have kind of a unique situation. We kind of scrounge the fridge at work for lunch. So some days, if I'm not finding anything for lunch, I just don't eat or I drink a shake. So like things like this, if I just had a container I bring into work every day, I'm holding it in my hand.
Yeah.
You know, it would be super convenient. And I do sometimes when I'm good about remembering things at work.
Yeah.
Or to bring to work. But yeah, I mean, just the convenience. If I have to heat it up, maximum 2 minutes in the microwave.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm eating a meal.
Yeah.
Or something cold like this, I could down this thing in 2.5 minutes.
And this too, you could eat half
I'm
if
back
you
on
only
the
have
road.
a minute, and you
Right.
can come back for the other half in an hour when you get back from your call. I think that's also really, really awesome. I adore and praise firefighters and first responders, policemen, healthcare professionals. You guys are all amazing at what you do.
Badge money.
He hates when I say stuff like that.
Badge money.
I bring any leftovers that I ever have of my meals that I cook on Monday. I'm always dropping them off at the local fire department, the local police station, the church sometimes. I mean, I like to give, you know, I obviously don't want meals to go to waste, but if there's anywhere I'm dropping them off for really good meals, you know, for busy people, that's where I'm going. Let's get into another meal.
Yep.
I'll heat that up. All right, everybody, we are back. Our biscuits in sausage gravy is all warmed up. Joe's went a little bit longer than mine, and it actually comes in a container, the next size up bigger than this and smaller than the one that that I first showed you were in. But this is one of our breakfast items. It's not on our menu currently, but it was a huge hit, so I kept it on for 4 weeks instead of 2. I changed my menu every 2 weeks, so I left this one on for a little bit longer. It's amazing. I actually learned how to make it from Joe. He showed me the recipe. You were waiting for me to say that, weren't you? We're just gonna taste it a little bit right now. Something I love is when these biscuits get reheated, they're so soft. My mouth is watering. I didn't eat like breakfast for this. I waited. Oof.
Yum.
What do you think?
So good.
So what are your first impressions? Obviously you taught me how to make this, but...
Yeah, so good.
And why do you love biscuits and gravy so much?
I've only ever had it fresh, so...
And how's this for reheated?
Very good. Very good. One thing you don't, or you do that I don't, is put cheese.
I do.
I've never done cheese. It's very good with cheese.
I do. I put cheddar cheese on.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite, like I said, breakfast items. It's a fan favorite. Like I said, I switch my menu up every 2 weeks. So I don't always have biscuits and gravy on, but it's definitely something that I will put on a little bit more frequently now that I know people love it. I'm gonna wait to finish this because it'll take me way too long to eat this on camera. But we'll also get some. We'll also get some pictures floating up so that you guys can see. And then really quick again, we're obviously gonna have Joe on again because I want to dive into how like nice it would be to have some meals in the firehouse and stuff. But one last thing he requested to try was my peanut butter protein balls.
Yum.
These have peanut butter, chocolate chips, rolled oats, skim milk, and vanilla extract in them.
Just a quick...
I got them right here.
Oh.
We live in the same house, remember?
Oh.
Here, take. Oh wait, let me show first. That's what they look like.
Yum.
Oh, gooey gooey.
Just...
Go ahead.
That's delicious.
I just want to show you guys how like nicely they squeeze together.
They're so good.
So soft.
I like them cold or frozen.
Along with my banana muffins, these are one of the snack items I have. They're a huge hit. I know people love eating them when they're busy, in the car, on their way to work, in between meals. And like Joe said, I like to eat mine for dessert.
It's a more mobile spoonful of peanut butter. Because you don't got to worry about a spoon after.
It's an amazing way to put it. Amazing. Like I said, I want to dive a little bit more into Joe, but for now, I think second podcast was a success. We went over a handful of meals. we'll dive in a little bit more to what Meal Me is all about and what I do, the more guests that we have and all that stuff. But for episode 2, I'm Sofia Smiley. This is Joe Smiley, and I'll see you next time.